All right, what's up? So, this video is about what habits you should implement to increase the quality of your life, and also how you can implement these habits and how to create them long lasting so you don't give up after a few days. So, I'm gonna go through a lot this video, so I'll just hop right into it. So, firstly, you should read Atomic Habits. It's one of the greater self improvement books, and it's about habits, how you can create them, how you can have them long lasting, and so on. So, I have actually not finished this book. I have read it, but not finished it. But I've heard that it's a really, really good book on habits and one of the best books if you want to supercharge your life, basically. So, quickly story about me regarding to habits. So, I started entrepreneurship about 1.5 years ago, and in the beginning, everyone told me about habits, how important they were, but I did not have the discipline to do them. I like my dopamine system was so fried, and yeah, I just didn't have the power to do these habits, and this caused me to not have that good, not be that productive, and I was slacking a lot, which resulted in me not seeing so good results in my business, basically. But after I started this, like last year in May, I think, after I started taking habits seriously, I have seen massive changes in my productivity and mood in business and life. So, quickly about habits before I tell you what habits you should implement. So, you need them to get disciplined and rewire your brain for success. So, I've heard a lot of gurus that say like morning routines are BS and so on, and that you should just get to work. But, and I can see their point, but at the same time, if you are starting out in business or if you just want to have a better life, you need to implement habits to actually rewire your brain and get more disciplined and more optimized. When you are already productive and optimized, then maybe you shouldn't have a 2 hour morning routine. That's up to each person, but maybe you don't need it. Maybe you should just get to work. But in the beginning, you need habits to stay on track and get productive and so on. So yeah, I think it's really vital in the beginning of the day to put yourself in a good mood and start doing these habits and have a good day. So you can have high energy and high performance throughout the day. And you don't need to be 100% on your habits all the time, but you need to try to aim at least 80% of your habits, like doing 80% of all the habits that you set up. Otherwise, you need to set lower goals in the beginning. So if you start in the beginning and say, "Oh, I want to do 15 habits each day," and you just do 3 each day, then you've just set too high expectations and too high goals. You need to set habits that are actually realistic so you can reach at least 80% completion rate of your habits each day. And you don't need to do them every day. Like some days something happens or you don't have time and so on, and that's okay, but you need to aim to have at least 80%. So, and yeah, it's really hard in the beginning to start with these habits because you need to completely change your brain, how it works, and so on. And it's going to be really boring probably, but you need to force yourself in the beginning to just start and just get a foundation. And you need to start small. So I will show you all the good habits I do daily, but yeah, you need to start small. So, for example, if you're doing cold showers, in the beginning, just step into a cold shower for 1 second because I promise you, I started doing cold showers maybe May last year, and it was really, really, really high friction for me to start doing it in the beginning. You need to just start. How small it can be, just start. So, what I did is I just stepped into the cold shower for 1 seconds or a few seconds. And then, when you can do that for every single day, then you can start ramping up. So, when I set too high goals for myself when doing cold showers, like I was sometimes in the beginning, I was saying, like, oh, I want to do 1 minute cold showers. It just resulted in me not doing it at all because I think, oh, it's too annoying. I don't want to do it for 1 minute. So in the beginning, just say to yourself, I want to do it for 1 second each day, just 1 second. And the other thing is reading. I'm gonna come back to that. But if you start reading, just read one page in a book. Go for a walk. So instead of maybe doing a full exercise each day, just go for a walk each day. And these are really, really good. Even though they are so small, you will just put mental wins into your pocket. So if you do this in the beginning of your day, you will just feel like a winner because you've already crossed things off your list and you've already won a few times by overcoming that you don't want to do it, but you'll just do it. So start your day with some habits to get some wins in the first thing of the morning. All right, now we'll go through the different habits that you need basically. So firstly, the essentials. The essentials are sleep. I won't go into how important sleep is right now, but probably you've heard it, but it's more important than you think. If you think that you could have a pill that would, increase your mood, make your life better, like all these good effects that good sleep have, you just need to start sleeping good and optimizing your sleep because it's the most important thing. It's the most easy way to feel better and so on. And good food. So you need to eat good food. If you're eating, bad food each day, then that's obviously gonna affect you a lot as well. So now for the habits that I would say that you should implement if you want to change. The first one is cold shower. So this one was a really, really good one for me in the beginning because it puts you out of your comfort zone. You never want to do a cold shower in the beginning. You hate it in the beginning. Like it's the worst. And it's good because you're signaling to your brain that you are able to step out of your comfort zone. You're able to do things that you don't want to do. And you will feel the effects of it like the first day. Like you will feel you have a lot more energy. You're more pumped. You're more happy. You're less stressed and so on. So it's really, really good. I would say this is the most important habit. Like this is, for me at least, the most important habit, cold shower. It does, wonders. The second one is meditation. So I'm going to give you like raw advice on meditation. So for me, it was really hard in the beginning when people start telling me, oh, you need to meditate and so on. I couldn't do it because my brain was so fried from like dopamine and stuff, so I didn't have the capacity and discipline to sit for 10 minutes and meditate, and I didn't see like the effects with it as well because you won't do it in the beginning. You won't see the effects, but when you learn how to actually meditate and how to get into that state, you will see massive results, and it's one of the best things you can do to control your mind and have a better mindset, more positive mindset, and so on. And later in this video, I will show you the best meditation that I have tried. Also, gratitude, really important to just think about what you're grateful for, write it down on a paper. Really good habit each day. It will have you a more positive energy towards the universe and so on. I've made another video on how thoughts can change your life, but gratitude is really important. Also, reading. Reading is really underrated, I would say. It's one of the most underrated habits. So same here, my brain was fried, so I could not read. Like I only read in school and so on, but I never read for myself. But if you just start small, you will be a monster compared to everyone else. So just start by reading maybe a few pages each day and read about something you are interested about, and you will become a monster compared to everyone else because no one is reading. Like, at least in my surroundings, like no one is reading, so you will just gain so much knowledge, so much wisdom just from reading a few pages each day. Then also exercise. So exercise, obviously, you've heard this a million times before, but you need to exercise. Like it helps with everything, and it does not need to be a run or a workout. It could be a walk in the beginning. Affirmations and visualizations. This is a really complex subject, and I can't really explain it right now, but search up how you can do affirmations, how you can do visualizations, visualize your dream life, visualize how your day is going so good in the morning. Like every morning, just visualize how your best possible day can look like and feel these emotions if that were to be true. Same with affirmations, like say positive of affirmations about things you have basically, and feel the emotions like you have them. And then also journal. So journal is a really good way to have your mind straight and get everything out on a paper and so on. So these are like the most important habits, I would say, in the beginning. If you feel like you have to be honest with yourself, like you can't just lie to yourself and be like, oh, I'm gonna do all of these at once, because when I started I couldn't do all of these at once. Now I have learned how to do everything each day. Like I have done all of these habits for like a few weeks now, and it's not that hard anymore to do it. But in the beginning I slacked a lot. I couldn't do cold showers each day. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't meditate each day. I definitely didn't meditate each day. I meditated maybe once a week because it was so boring. I didn't read. I hate reading and so on. But yeah, start small. So choose at least a few in the beginning that you will do. Say, okay, I'm gonna do a 1 second cold shower each day. I'm gonna think that I'm grateful for one thing each day. I'm gonna read one page each day maybe. Or I'm gonna go on a walk. Set low achievable goals that you can make, and this will have you more confident. This will have you more believing in your ability that you actually can do this. If you are setting too high expectations on yourself, you will just fail and you will give up. So that's my best tip. And try to habit stack. So try to do these at once, because if you spread them out all day, it's going to be harder to actually do them. But if you maybe block out 30 minutes or 1 hour in the morning to do as many of you can, it's going to help a lot. And also an important note, don't stress through them if you do this. So quality is better than quantity. So don't stress through maybe doing gratitude or doing meditations, because then it's just pointless. Quality over quantity. So now I will show you a document that I built that completely changed my life when it came to building good and long-lasting habits. So yeah, I'm gonna show you how it works. All right. So now I'm gonna show you this document that I actually built out myself. So I took all these different like things you should be doing if you want to change your life, maybe if you're an entrepreneur, and I just put them all into one document. So I've gathered all the things I think is important to do each day, and to track it and so on. So I'm going to show you how this document just could look. So how my document works. You'll have this habit tracker here. So as you can see, in late of January this year, I started to take my habits really seriously, and as you can see, I've not dropped past 75% in the last almost a month. So this works. Like I have not lied on this as well. Like there's no point in lying on your habit tracker. But as you can see, it has worked really well when I started to take this seriously, and I've seen massive changes after implementing these habits. So like this, here you can see also the days. So in February, these are the ones I have. You can see the different habits that you've chosen and how good you've been of completing each one. So sleep is something that I'm bad of, sleeping 8 hours, really important, but sometimes I just don't have the time to sleep 8 hours. But you should always aim to sleep 8 hours. On monthly progress, so February I've been 93% and so on. So yeah, this is how it could look. Now I'm going to show you like the template. So this is how the template looks. And if you want the template, you'll just follow this tutorial. So watch the tutorial, go to Alchemy of Self and fill out the document. Change the picture if you want to. Add your own habit tracker analytic chart base. Like this is mine. So you will see mine when you get the template, but watch this video and you will see how you can create your own. It's free and it's really easy. start tracking your habits, performance, and everything else in this document. So I have a lot to go through, but I'll start with just the simple things that is tracking your habits. So for each day, you just click on today like this, and then you will track everything. So track your wake up time, your bedtime, quality of sleep, and here you can have your different habits. So this is the ones that I have chosen. Just click them in like this after you do them. You can have other metrics here. For me, it's like in my business, intro booked, today's performance. So like that, you can change this as well. And then something you should do each day is do these types of, what do you call them? Like tasks. So write down 3 to 5 things you are grateful for. Write down 3 to 5 goals for today. Why are you doing this? So the thing that you're doing in your life right now, why are you doing it? You need to motivate yourself to be at your best. So why are you doing it? Visualize your wildest goals being achieved and feel the feelings you will get if you were to achieve them. So if you have a goal, you want to make a amount of money this year, just visualize you actually making that money at the end of the year or now, and feel the feelings that you would get if you were to make this kind of money. For example, do this for your 3 wildest goals, and also visualize how your day is gonna be like the best possible day. So in the morning you visualize that that day is gonna be the best day. So be realistic about this, but also really optimistic. So you can't be like, oh, today I'm gonna find a bag on the street with $1 million. Like, that's not realistic. Just try to be realistic what actually could happen, but also really optimistic. So don't aim too low as well. Hope that makes sense. Also write 5 positive affirmations. So maybe it could be whatever. You watch a video about affirmations, but yeah, do that. Then you should also look at your alchemy of self every morning and evening. And I'm going to show you now what that is. I know there's a lot of information in this video. Like, you don't need to do all of this. If you just do one thing, that's really, really good. But if you want to do it all, that's obviously going to be the best. But don't feel like you have to do everything. Don't get overwhelmed. If you have this document and you only do one thing, that's super good. But yeah, I'm going to show you how alchemy of self is. So this is something you should fill out, and the template is in the document. This is really good to just have your vision of your dream life and so on. Here, your name, victory jar, so things you have achieved in your life that's gonna increase your self-esteem, your self-image of like your dream self. So think of yourself, the best possible version of yourself. What are you doing? And add pictures that relate to this. So in this case, it would be a YouTuber, rich, has a car, traveling, a gym, works out in the gym a lot, spiritual, and so on. Good dress sense. Yeah, you get it. So write it here. Write your externals. So for the end of this year, where is it realistic that you could be in your dream self? So maybe it's not realistic that you own 5 different homes like this one. Dubai, Bali, Cape Town, Barcelona. Maybe that's not realistic, but maybe you could have your dream apartment, maybe like that. So you need to be really optimistic, but also realistic. Things that you could achieve, that you actually believe that you could achieve this year, your dream year. That is for this. So this is like a more short-term dream vision. You write down your characters for this. You write down your principles and standards. So the standards that you want to have each day, you can choose between these if you want to. Intentions, the intentions of your dream self. E-commerce ace who makes $5,000 a month. So on. These are just examples, but you could use these. Daily habits, what you should do each day to get closer to those goals. So yeah, schedule if you want to. Do not to-do list and true cost list. So what you shouldn't do, that's gonna stunt your growth, basically. And the last one is, you could do obituary, or you could do maybe when you are older. So if you're maybe 25 right now, you could do when you're 50 years old. And then you'll do like your dream self, your best possible version of you in a long-term period. So yeah, what you have achieved and so on, everything about your dream life. This is really good to increase your vibration each day. I didn't take this seriously in the beginning, but you should take it seriously. It's gonna help you a lot. But that's just a side note. So that is something that you get with this document, but you should do it. Alchemy of Self. You have a to-do list. Obviously, really good. You set your priority in progress if it's done and so on. Put everything here, and you just cross things off your list. Yeah, weekly goals. So every week you should add what's your primary focus this week, what's your goals this week, have I scheduled enough time, what challenges will I encounter this week, and how will I encounter them. And the end of the week, you cross if you did reach your goals, what you did achieve in the week, what did you learn in the week, what will you do better next week. So those are the important things about this document. I think I have gone through everything now. Yeah, so this is a really good way to just improving your life, building long-lasting habits, doing things each day that you know is gonna increase the quality of your life. So you could also like customize this. So let's see. Yeah, so you can customize this however you want it, but these are really important things that you could be doing. And yeah, this was all. If you want this template, you can buy it if you want to. I've put a link in the description. You could do all of this yourself on a paper as well. That work perfectly fine. Sometimes it's even better doing it on paper. But if you want everything structured like this, have a really good structure over it, you can buy it for $8 on the link I linked down in the description. And yeah, that was all for this video. If you found this helpful, please leave a like and comment if you're gonna start doing habits now and increase the quality of your life, basically. Have an awesome day and take care.